Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the Yellow Studio Live. I hope you all had beautiful weekends. It was gorgeous here on the lake. It was sunny and beautiful. Yesterday, I spent some time outdoors. I cleaned up my deck garden a little bit. It was fabulous. So, tonight, we're going to go and try out an AI app that I heard about through my friend Jessica called Pomelli, and it is supposed to create branded graphics with AI. Chili Bean, hi. Say hi in the comments. Tell me how your weekend was. I would love to hear. So I am really interested to see how close it gets to my actual branding, if it gets the right colors, if it gets my vibe and my theme. We'll see. I also today was playing with my website and changing some of my brand colors. I really liked what I started with, but over time, I was wanting something a little more vibrant, a little more punchy, and a little brighter, cheerier, because that is what I was originally going for. And I think it was bright and cheery, but it was a little subtle. And I wanted to just be really bright, really cheery. I want people to get there and go, oh, this is where I want to be. It's fun, it's happy, it's bright, it's cheery, it's wonderful, it's all the things. So I'm thinking that it's probably going to ask me for some of my brand info, and I'm hoping I can upload a PDF or an image of my homepage and see if that helps it see my branding. I'm not sure. We're going to find out how this all works, or if I have to sit and put in all my color hex codes and my typography, my fonts, and all that. Let's see. Let's find out. First, though, let's go to Safari, and I want to save a PDF of my page. I'm not sure if you know how to do this, but it's pretty cool. If you don't, it's going to be lots of me's. Ready, go. Okay. Here is my website. Oh, let's scroll up. And if you've been there before, you can see that has been ramped. The colors are brighter, cheerier, more vibrant. I also want to update my photos, but for now, I just really love this image because I'm walking across that line there at the bottom, and we'll see. Anyway, I love this other image that I updated down here even more because I have my glasses on and it just feels more me. But that's okay. Eventually I'll get that updated. But as you can see, the yellow is more bright. The pink is more pink. I changed the teal to a mint and the orange to a coral because I had never really loved that orange, but it just went with the other color. Now we're trying coral. This might not be my final color set, but I was playing with it today and this is where we ended up. So what I want to do is go to File, and if you're in Safari, this only works in Safari as far as I know. You go to Export as PDF under File, and you click that, and it will ask you where you want to save it. I save all my things in new downloads from the internet folder, and it will save the Yellow Studio. It saves it as your title. If this was on my About page, it would say About, and then the information or etc. So I'm just going to hit Save, and then I don't need that. Oops. And then go back to the top, and I'm going to see if I can zoom out enough to get a screenshot. Not really. That's as far as it's letting me zoom out. That's okay. Does that get all the colors? Let's see. Pink, yellow, blue, mint, coral. Yeah, that gets all the colors at least. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to take a screenshot here down the middle. So we have that, because I'm not sure if it'll let me upload a PDF or not. And I want to see how that will work. Sorry for the million knees. I'm going to pull you guys off to the side so that I can see the chat still. Okay, so Chili Bean says, it's where I want to be. Aw, thanks, Jill. So nice. I'm so glad you're here. If you just showed up, say hi in the comments. Let me know how your weekend was. Was it nice where you are? It was so beautiful here. Okay, so it says, let's get started. The link is, this is a Google product, Google Labs. I'll put it in the chat. And it is called Pomelli. Easily generate on-brand content for your business. Let's get started. Things to know. I'm just going to agree because isn't that what we do these days? Let's make that a little bit smaller. Oh, you're not hearing me again. Can you hear me now? Hi. I wonder if it's because I'm sharing the sound from my full screen. Let's try. When I share screen, I wonder if saying share sound also, we probably don't need sound tonight. So I bet that is maybe blocking my sound when I do that. Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. So let's try again. I don't know if it'll let me choose. Oh, will let me choose Safari. Okay. So let's just share Safari and see if that helps. Let me know if you can hear me still now with Safari open and sharing. I like to share the full screen sometimes because then you can see like how I'm dragging, dropping, doing things. But I know it stays cleaner this way if I do it this way. Let me know if you can hear me again now that Pomelli's on the screen. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I feel like one of those cell phone commercials. Do you remember those where they would go, can you hear me now? Because the cell phone reception was so spotty when cell phones came out. And they would all say, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? They used to crack me up. Oh, was that Verizon? Yes. It's so funny. Okay. So what's funny is I was just saying to someone today that Verizon doesn't work out here in the forest where we live. We have to use AT&T. We only get one bar, but that's better than everything else because everything else doesn't give us any bars, doesn't give us any calls. So, oh, did my sound go away again? I'm going to put it in the chat and see. Oh, okay. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to try to learn OBS so we can maybe have better streaming. It's just so easy with YouTube, except for that I don't like it that you guys can't hear me when I share screen and all these different weird things happen. So I'll learn OBS eventually. Maybe we'll learn it in a live so that I can finally have time to learn it. Okay. Welcome to Pomelli. Easily generate on-brand media campaigns. Do I want to generate business DNA? Enter your website and we'll analyze your brand and business. Get campaign ideas. Generate creatives. Let's go. YouTube is so easy. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put in my website. Oh, I might not have needed to save that. It's youryellowstudio.com. Generating your business DNA. Fun. Oh, gave me a picture. Multitasking. Good job, Jill. We're researching and analyzing your business. It will take several minutes. Feel free to come back later. Interesting. About 5 minutes. That's a long time. Let's see. What do I want to do for 5 minutes while that loads? I'm really interested in having it make some graphics for my first sale magic class. It is a class on how to set up your own print on demand shop in a day. Really, you could almost do it in an hour if you did it alongside of me teaching, or maybe a couple hours with pausing and doing the things and then pausing, doing the things. The longest part of it is getting your designs, deciding what designs you want to put on which products. That usually is the longest part of setting up the print on demand shop. But if you do all the step by steps and you have a design in mind, you can do it in as little as an hour, maybe two, or you could do it in a day if you want to spend time and pick your designs thoughtfully and pick your products thoughtfully. Yeah, you really can do it so quickly. It's fantastic. Okay, so here we go. It gave me my business DNA. It gave me my logo. It says Poppins, semi bold, and Helvetica, which is not quite true. It is Helvetica bold and Helvetica here, but I'm actually okay with Poppins. Do I want to change? Oh, you know what? I can change. Okay. So it's Helvetica bold and Helvetica. Here are my colors. Let's see how close it got them. Um, let's see how close it got them. Okay, my yellow is FFED03, yes. My pink is not correct. Okay. So I'm going to update that. Okay, let's get rid of that pink, add a color. Here's the hex for my pink. Press enter. Okay, let's see, is the blue, oh wait, apply. Okay, is the blue correct? The blue is 20 BCFC, yes. And the coral, I did not write down the color of the coral. Okay, we're going to go with that for now. That's fine. I can always, well, no, you know what? I do want to make sure I have the coral right, because if I don't, there's a chance that, okay, there's the coral. If I don't have it correct in here, then there's a chance I have to start all over later when I want to use this. Okay, so it does, the coral is a little bit off. I had a feeling they're showing that orange. So I'm going to add a color, and this really only happens usually to a more picky graphic designer that loves color theory and loves, exact colors. Yeah, it did look too orange. It did definitely look too orange. Okay, now it's more coral. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced this is my final color palette, but for now, I think it is. For today, it is at least. Okay, and that's the fun thing about a color palette. As long as your branding stays within the same somewhat realm, you can move around a little bit over time. It is important to get your colors right. Thank you, Jill. Okay, so tagline: build sustainable income from your art. Brand values: sustainable income, community and collaboration, entrepreneurial artistry, ethical use of AI. Brand aesthetic: high contrast boldness, digital cheerfulness, modern artistic clarity, vibrant and accessible, energetic. Those are all things I was just saying I was working on my site to be today. So that makes me really happy that that's what it's seeing. Brand tone of voice: encouraging, expert, authoritative, fun, and artsy, personal, and friendly. Absolutely. Business overview: the Yellow Studio is an education platform founded by Blume Bauer that offers courses, coaching, and a community to artists. It focuses on teaching sustainable passive income generation through print on demand and the ethical, strategic use of AI tools for art business growth. Yeah, that sounds pretty darn right. They've got some images here. I'm okay with what they've saved so far. This all looks great. It has my logo. Everything looks really good. I'm going to say looks good. Now it says describe the images you want to create. I love that it gave me some suggestions right off the bat. I'm not crazy about these black images because I don't really care for black, but I think it did that because this particular image that's on my website doesn't have a background. And when there isn't a background on an image on your website, it automatically reverts to having a black background once it's pulled from your site. So, I'm not really into the black as much, but you know what? It's very eye catching. So it is something to consider. I really love how they made this one because it uses my AI image of a flat lay of products. And then it says stop selling time, start selling art. I love that. That's a really fun one. In fact, I want to see, I want to go see that one just for fun, for funsies. And then we'll try the other campaign I was thinking. Let's see here. Here's a series of creatives to post for this campaign. You can edit, delete, or generate more. Stop selling time, start selling art, discover the path from starving artist to thriving entrepreneur. That sounds great. The time for money trap. Your creativity is valuable. Don't trade hours for dollars that don't scale. I like this, but I don't like that it's not a woman's hands. Usually I tend to do mostly marketing with women. Not that men aren't welcome in the yellow studio. We're just more of like a feminine energy. We're definitely not the bro energy that some men might be looking for. So I tend to market to women in that case. Here's that black background one. It looks really good. I really like that. And then sell products, not services. Now I don't love this one because the text is kind of a strange layout, etc. So what I want to do is go back to campaigns and I want to ask it, let's create a campaign around my course, First Sale Magic. Build a print on demand shop in a day. Let's see what it makes for that. That's what I was very interested to see tonight. I was working on some of my own graphics today for that class for a campaign. We didn't get any imagery. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. It's still creating. All right. Oh, it also says try the new animate feature. Now you can generate animations from your campaigns in one click. This is really fun. I think this is going to be something I use. We'll see. We'll see. It got that one image really, really on brand. Wasn't crazy about the other. Let's see what other campaigns it did while we're here. Art to income, the 3-step formula. Very nice. Step 1, define your art. Oh, I see. This is supposed to be like a carousel, I think. Step 2, scale with print on demand. Step 3, automate with ethical AI. So the only thing I would want in these is that I would do all caps for titles like it did here. And so I wonder if there's a way. It doesn't say. And I don't love this. I would not use this particular gradient. I do love a gradient now and then, but I'm not in love with this gradient that used all the colors, and especially with the blackish color at the top. Maybe if it didn't go black at the top, I might have been happy if it had taken that one out. Let's see what the other ones look like. And then passive income for artists. Oh, see, now this one's much nicer with the all caps titles. I like that a lot better. Strategy for creatives. These are fun. I really, really like these. And the fact that you can upload more images for it to work with, I think would make a really good, would be a really good idea to give it a more well-rounded base of imagery to work with. And this image I would upload with a color background, so it would use the color that I want it to have, the blue color. But these are, I have to say, these are pretty phenomenal. And if you're not a graphic designer, this is going to be a way to build branding and marketing graphics around your business very quickly, very easily. I mean, even as a graphic designer, I love tools like this because when it comes to my own business, I'm not as good at promoting it as I am at other people's businesses. And so when the AI helps me with ideas or for how things can look, it really is very helpful to see how another entity sees my brand, if that makes sense. So let's see here. This is the new campaign. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, launch your shop with zero inventory. Now, what's weird about this is that they went with a really dark yellow, and the whole image itself is really dark. I wonder what happens if I say fix layout. About 2 minutes. Okay. Let's just see what happens with that. I'm going to download the original so we can compare. And then first sale, magic, shop in a day. Oh, and see this one, I have the background removed off of that image. And so it's showing it as a black background. So that's something I would want to fix in the brand section and upload different images with background colors, even if it's just white, because I prefer white over black. Black text is fine, but I don't have a lot of black on my site. I think the only black I really have is text. And then my portfolio page for my AI art has a black background. But these look really nice. I still really like it. Build your ethical print on shop. Let's see. It has the header, description, call to action. Okay. Now this one I'm not crazy about. This is not something that's on brand for me. It's not anything that I would create. I'm going to say fix layout on that one too and just see what it gives me. This one looks fantastic. Your art, infinite products, ethical sourcing, no minimum, scale your creative income without hassle. Love that one. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So what I'm noticing right away is that you want to, in that brand section, when we were first starting with Pomelli, you want to upload some more images of your brand and make sure they have the background color of your choice so that when it creates the graphics, they come in the way you were hoping. I am going to just download this one because I think it does look really nice other than the black background. And I think I could take the background off and give it a white background or a yellow. And then let's try animating. That one's still working, I think. Oh, it has two. Oh, here we go. Okay, so see the first one, how it's very dim and the colors are dull, and I just spent all day trying to make my site more bright and cheery and inviting. So what I did, I do like this version much better. It's bright yellow. The cup is bright and cheery. The hand is not dark and gray anymore. Much, much better. And I don't mind. I'd rather it get a little gray down here to be able to read the text more than I would like it dark up at the top. So that is a much better graphic. And I love that you can see the difference between the two. And I could do it again. Let's see how it changed this one. Not much. This one was nice. This one has bad kerning and spacing for the actual copy. So I'm not in love with that one. Just not in love with that one at all. So I don't know if there's any way to, yeah, there's just a way to edit. I mean, fix layout, which means it will adjust the layout What if we change the colors to yellow and pink and white? Oh, it just changed the text. I see. Okay. What if we do that on the first one? Oh, interesting. This is really fun. So you can make some changes, and then the description is white, and then it says if you want to generate a call to action. Oh, and we could change the image. Let's generate an image. Let's upload an image. Let's go to the Yellow Studio. Oops. And let's see. Let's see what it does with something like this, just to see. Let's let it work on that. This is very cool. I really like it. I wonder if I could give it a script. So campaign, set up in a day. Okay, that's working. And now we'll let that one work too. Let's see how it's doing on our image change. Okay, fix layout. Now it will add the image, I think. Let's find out. It's fun learning a new tool that we're not sure where the buttons are, what the buttons do. I kind of love that fun exploration of a new tool like this. Let's see what this does. Campaigns. Oh, and then you can go back to your business DNA and get back in there to add photos, etc. Oh, I think this is way better. I love this so much more because it's a brand image, risk versus reward, choose wisely. Wisely, ooze wisely, and choose wisely, ooze wisely. Okay, so I think it needs to fix the text. Choose wisely. And the description's okay, but it needs to fix the text. So let's see. Let's see if it can fix the text for us. These are really good so far. Let's see what it did with us for the other one. First sale in 24 hours. That's pretty good. I love that it gave it a blue background for this one instead of the black. Hi, Lorraine. If you can't hear me, if you can't hear me, refresh your page. It seems to fix it. Oh, she can now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. We'll figure it out. I'm going live via YouTube's live streaming tool, and it seems that sometimes people are losing my voice, but if they refresh the page, they get it back. So I'm not sure why it does that. I've been working with Kate, my assistant, my chat GPT, and she doesn't know either. So we're kind of trying to figure it out. I also have the OBS app, and that is like a streaming app that I could learn how to use. There's a bit of a learning curve, but yeah, so Eventually I'll probably use something like that because it would be a little bit easier. You have more control over the look of things, and there's a lot more options, but um, it's a lot more complicated than just hitting go live on YouTube. So, yeah, these look really cool and really fun. Let's see how this one looks. POD shop Saturday. Now, they put this content calendar image on here, which wouldn't work because we don't need a content calendar for setting up a print on demand shop. We need it for marketing our print on demand shop, but not for setting up. Hour 1, design and upload. Fast track your creative ideas. Hour 4, product mockups. Love that. I would change this image too. And hour 8, your store is live. These are really fun. Like I said, I think I would need to upload for this to be really effective for me because I have so much branding already built. Now, if you were just starting out or you don't have a lot of branding built yet, this could probably work really well for you to just get it quick started. For me, I think I would want to go in and upload a lot more images into the business DNA here where it says upload images or generate images. I probably wouldn't generate, although let's try it. Let's just try it for fun. A bright, cheery, lemon patterned background. Let's see what it does. Everyone's saying hi in the comments to each other. I love that. I love seeing my sisters in here. Oh, these are cute. These are cute. Oh, I really like that one. That one's pretty, but not quite on brand. And that one's cute. That one's cute. That one's cute. Let's say add to business DNA. What else could we make an image of? Oh, let's say a hand holding a coffee mug with a cactus illustration on it. Have you guys tried Pomelli yourself? Have you had success? Are you going to go try it now? It's pretty fun. I kind of love it. I love that it's giving me ideas that I might not have thought of on my own. These are much nicer looking images of people holding mugs than that other one. Cuter. Cuter. Which one do I like? I think that one. I like this mug the best, but I don't like the gray background. I like that one. It's cute. This one, I think. I like the beigey background better than a gray background. Oh, you haven't tried it yet, Lorraine. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're going to get a chance to check it out. We've already been playing for a little while, but you're welcome to go back and watch the beginning after we're done and see what we did so far. Let's go back to campaigns. And then I'm going to go to this campaign where it had the coffee mug. And I'm going to click on this image. And I'm going to change out the image to our new coffee mug person. And let's hope they take off the background. Let's see. We'll see what happens. Oh, Jill hadn't heard of it until tonight. Awesome. The lemons are nifty. I think ooze wisely is my favorite so far. Yes. Choose wisely, ooze wisely. You know, if you're going to choose, you should also ooze, I guess. Oh, okay. So it didn't take the background off, but this looks nice. I'm okay with that. It's not terrible. Is it perfectly on brand? Probably not. But like I said, I would probably just upload some of my own on brand images. This one feels more on brand because of the yellow, but I really don't like the mug design at all. It's like some babies with goatees or something and smiley faces and weird. It's very weird. Not really into that mug, but I love this mug, but I wish it would take the background off and put a yellow background. Hello, Akshay. Welcome, welcome. So, what else would I want to try? I'm doing great, Akshay. How are you doing? How was your weekend? It was really beautiful here on the lake. We were enjoying the sun. It was so sunny. Not typical for this time of year. It's normally very rainy just about now. Um, we've had 10-day forecasts of sunshine, so it was fun. Oh, you said you had a wonderful weekend too. That is great. I'm so glad. Let's try another campaign. Oh, let's create a campaign for my pin it like it's hot course. Let's see what it does for that. You're on a flight right now, Akshay. Where are you going? I can't believe you're still catching the live on a plane. My goodness, that's dedication. Okay, it's working on those. I'm going to upload a few more images. Let's see. Wonder if I upload the pin it like it's hot images, if it will use them. That would be interesting if it can tell the difference. Let's try just uploading all of these and see what happens. And then upload these. Okay, now let's go back to the campaigns. I really love the way that the app is working. It's very smooth. All the buttons are smooth, and the animation is of like buttons, and the way the page reloads and stuff is very smooth. I really like how clean, modern, and smooth it all is. I almost wonder if they vibe coded this app. It's pretty cool. But it's from Google, so they probably built it for realsies, right? Okay, so that's working on that. I have a feeling it's not going to pull our images because I put them in after, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. These look really good so far. They're very fun. You know, is the graphic designer in me wanting to fix some of the kerning and spacing between letters and lines? For sure. But when it's for social media and it's going to live for an hour a day, it's not as big a deal. When it's a Pinterest pin, you kind of want it to be more because it's going to be so evergreen. But even then, you know, like this one, uh, let's pick a better product mock-up. Okay, it says vibrant on clean modern surface deep gold and soft cream. Okay, well, so right there is why it's off brand already. Let's say vibrant yellow and vibrant pink. A grid of diverse products is displayed. The mock-ups include a white t-shirt, a tote bag, ceramic mug, and phone case, all featuring the same abstract, colorful design, which it did not do. All featuring, oops. All featuring, let's change that to all featuring an illustration of a pink giraffe. I don't know. I like fun, oddly colored animals. The visualization emphasizes instant generation, suggesting the products were created effortlessly. The background is softly blurred, focusing entirely on the high quality, ready to list digital assets. Okay, let's see what image that creates for us. It is interesting, isn't it, Akshay? I think it's really fun. Okay, this is way more cute to me. Is it still dialed in exactly how I want it? Maybe not, but these are way more on brand for me than that fall autumn color thing that was happening there. These are cute. I wonder if I can select all. No. Okay. I tried pressing shift and selecting, but which one do I like the best? I kind of like that one. I like that one. I think this one. We'll see what happens with that. And now we'll go back to the campaigns again and see what it made me for Pinterest. So it did not use my Pinterest graphics and it got super off brand right here. I don't know what this is. This is Crazy Town, USA. This has nothing to do with my brand. It has nothing to do with anything. So let's pick a different image. Let's say edit and pick. Let's pick that and see what it does with that. Oh, weren't those horses amazing? They were all so beautiful. I loved them. I wish I had created them. So gorgeous. Okay, 4 Pinterest moves that sell. And so then, like in this example too, we would want to change out that image to be pin it like it's hot. That one's my favorite one. Okay, so then it did use the image on here, but funny, it didn't give it a pink background at the bottom. So I could see how you would still want to play, like, even it's getting it better on brand. This one did much better. Now that I gave it the image, that's a lot better than this, because this POD success tools checklist doesn't have anything to do with the ad. But this one has the graphic from the ad, it has text. This is totally usable. This one's usable. I do have blue in my color palette. Would I rather this be pink or red? For sure. So it matches for sure. And I could hit fix layout. Now I want to, did we animate one? I wanted to animate one. And then this last one, I don't love at all. This one needs a whole lot of work, but it did use my lemons that we generated earlier. So that's nice. That one's a good slide. Build traffic that lasts, move from constant posting to smart strategic pinning, get views long after you hit publish. Yeah, that's a really good one. I really like this one. I was blown away by the beauty of those horses as well. Very gorgeous. Did I animate one? I can't remember. I felt like I hit animate on one of them, but now I'm not sure. Let's see. No. Okay. Let's go. See what it does with this one. Animate. 3 minutes for animate. And it's been going much quicker than the 3 or 2 minutes that it says. Okay, that's the mug. And then let's also see what it does with a more still image. Oh, this one's new. We didn't look at this one yet. Now, I love that it got my yellow and pink right in this one. But what is the whisk doing in here? What does a whisk have to do with print on demand, with print on demand products? Not much. It's pretty weird. But I do love these colors. It got the colors perfect. Here it got my old yellow, which I'm not as excited about. It's possible the old yellow is still on my site somewhere. I thought I got through all the color changes, but maybe I missed one. Oh, thanks for Jill says she loves that I use red in Pin It Like It's Hot advertising. Yeah, because Pinterest is it has a their P for Pinterest is red and their logo is red. And so when I did my Pin It Like It's Hot, I was like, this has to be red for Pinterest. And it goes so well with my pink. So it was like red and pink, super cute. These are really good. This one's really nice. I like this one. Any of the ones that they did with the shoes, I'm really happy with. Stop guessing, start selling. That one looks pretty nice too. I like that they made this little round shape here and they have the yellow. I'm all the way in the frame. There was one other one with me in there, but I wasn't all the way in the frame. I'm going to hit animate on that one too. Let's go see if our other one's animated. It did. We get to see. Okay. What do you think? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Let's go look at it. Can we look at it big? Oh, no, it doesn't want to let us click it. Like this one lets us click it. But this one just plays. Okay. That's really cool. Downloading that one. I love it. That is so fun. It animated the copy. It messed up the copy though. Interesting. It did mess up the copy in that, but that's really fun. I love that it gave it some animation. Let's see what it did for this one. Oh, that's cool. It made the swirly lines here swirl around in the graphic. And anything to get a little bit of interest, right? If your graphic isn't animated already, it's nice to have some kind of attention grabber in there. And so even just something small moving, like those lines moving, it's going to grab someone's attention and go, are those lines moving? And then they're going to look at the ad. Yeah, that is so cool. I love it. Okay. And then I think we animated this one. It says to try again. So we will try again. This is pretty fun. I really like it. Will it replace all my marketing campaign graphics? No, not yet. It's definitely still has some things that are too off brand and would take me longer to fix than to have just made myself. But I do love the idea that it's generating ideas for me. And I might use this as a visual generator. I really like how it split the frame here where it's not quite in half. The bottom half is a little bit bigger than the top half. I kind of love that. This is fun. I hadn't ever thought to do this sort of thing. I also noticed that the copy is really interesting copy. Some of it's very different than the copy I've used in the past. And so that is another idea generator type thing. Even if you took this into Canva here and you just replace this graphic here in the middle, the photo in the middle, that could be still a really nice ad. Now, the ones that are super off brand, like this one, I love the colors, but there's a whisk in there. I'm just not going to use that. We could tell it fixed layout, but then it might change it completely. So we'll have to see what it does. But, oh, I think it was this one. No. Where's the one? Oh, it's in here. Experiencing high demand. Try again. I see. Might be because I've been working so quickly with it, but that's what we all want AI to be, right? Is quick and fast and fun. Um, so yeah, I think this is a cool tool. I think it's great for ideation. I think it's great for some graphics that I would use straight away. I would use this one just as it is. It's perfectly fine for social. It has a nice background. It has my brand colors. I like the copy. And I imagine if I had given it even more copy and more instruction, it would have done even better. But I didn't want to prep anything for tonight because I wanted us to go in blind and see what it does if you don't know what you're doing. Because that's how we usually are when we start an app, right? We don't know what we're doing and we want to see what it does. I keep trying to get this one to animate, but I'm not sure that it's going to. Does anyone have anything they want me to try before we end for the night? Let me know in the comments. This is really cute, really fun. I love their landing page too. This beautiful landing page. Is it showing? Yeah. Um, I love that they have just all these little pieces of brand imagery and the cute little squiggle. It's very well thought out. Whoever built this app, I'm sure it was a team of people that built it, but very, very fun. And nope, it's not going to give us that. It's just experiencing high demand. Try again. What if you ask it to change the graphic on the whisk? It doesn't really give me any. It says generate image. So I guess. Oh, let's see what the generated image said. A dynamic vertically split graphic dominated by the Yellow Studio's electric yellow and vivid pink. The left side is subtly washed out, featuring faint stylized silhouettes of whisk and a minimalist sofa. Okay, so let's change those things. Uh, Suggesting home crafts or recipes. Like, what would that have to do with? I guess they're thinking Pinterest and not thinking it needs probably some more instructions. When I play with this again and I really dial it in, I'll do another live and show what I learned. But um, stylized silhouette of a, let's say, coffee mug and t-shirt, and let's do one more thing. Coffee mug, t-shirt, and shoes. A soft, slightly blurred pink X overlay crosses the section. I don't really want that either. The right side is sharp, saturated yellow, showcasing a single high contrast silhouette of an abstract geometric art print. The yellow's distinctive logo, small stylized Y and S. And that's not my logo. Let's just put. Okay. Let's try that and see what happens. Good idea, Jill. I hadn't even thought to see. I didn't even think it was a generated image, so that was a great idea. Okay, this is more fun. These are more fun. At least they look like print on demand, at least, and starting to be more interesting. I agree. Jill says Pomelli sounds like an Italian restaurant or an Italian company. And she said maybe it's because she's hungry because she hasn't had dinner yet. Me either. Now I want Italian. Yum. Okay. I don't want this one because of the black. I'm not sure what this black thing is on the side. Those are interesting. Interesting. Huh. It didn't keep one side plain. Oh, maybe because it says the logo. Let's get rid of the logo and try again. Yeah, I think because I didn't give it enough instructions that it's thinking of Pinterest, not itself, not what I teach for Pinterest organic marketing for print on demand. for artists. You know, if I had given it more instruction, I think it might have done a better job. Okay, let's see here. It gave me the yellow studio with 2 eyes. Cute. I actually really like the look of that image. Let's just see what it does with that. Did I change out one other one? Can't remember now. No. I do love how it made these lines all squirrely, squirrely. And this one looks cool too, except for that it messed up the copy once it animated it, which is pretty frequent for AI to do. And I really like this one, how it turned out once I added my own image in there. It looks really nice. It still has some kerning issues, some spacing issues, but yeah, some yummy pasta sounds delish. Although hubby made, was it last night? Oh no, night before last, shrimp fettuccine. Oh, that was so good. But I crave red sauce often, but he doesn't like red sauce as much as he likes white sauce. Yeah, the design isn't as good as the other ones, but the image is cute. I like this better, these graphics over here better, but I'm not sure what this thing is. I like that the coffee's on fire or steaming, I suppose. And then this is another mug, like a travel mug, I think. The t-shirt's kind of cute. I don't know what this is doing. But it is a very cute layout. And so that is something that I would say this will give you is some really fun layouts. Like if you were to open up Canva, in fact, let's do it. Let me make sure you can see. Okay. Let's open up Canva and go. These seem to all be like Pinterest pin size. So I'm going to choose that. And then I'm going to go and use this format and I'm going to choose yellow. I need to, gosh, I keep editing this and it keeps giving me my old yellow, even though I changed it 3 times today. Okay. All right. That's prettier. Okay. Great. Now let's go back. Color. Oh, it switched back again. Oh, I'm not hitting save. Okay. There we go. Okay. My bad. That was my fault. Okay. Color, yellow. Now I have to do the pink though too because it didn't take my pink. Helps to hit save, people. Helps to hit save or apply. When you're working fast though, sometimes you just don't realize that that's the thing you're missing. Okay. So I'm going to add this new pink and might as well change them all real quick. Coral. I am so much happier with the coral than that orange. I had never really loved that orange, but it was something, you know, it went with the color palette and it was another bold color, but I love that the coral is like kind of soft and pretty. I'd like that with all these bright colors, but it's bright enough, but it's not as in your face as the yellow. And I kind of like that. Okay. And then the green, I had this teal, but now we're going to have a green. Okay, and then let me make sure the blue is updated as well, because I did change the blue to be a little bit brighter. Okay, now hit save. So now what I want to do to recreate this is I want to make this pink box here on the side. So I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to go to a rectangle. I'm just going to pick one. And I'm just going to put it here and bring it down some. And then let's change the color. Oh, that does not look like my new pink. I don't know. I did hit save. It just doesn't. Oh, No, undo. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh, no. Don't ever do that again. Let's try the pink again. I feel like that's not the pink. Huh. It just looks different here. Interesting. All right. I'm going to live with it. That color shuffle really messed me up. Okay. So then let's go back to elements. And then you could put the text, you could put some graphics, you could do all these things in Canva and make it exactly how you wanted it to be. I think this is a little bit bigger. I could go in and use the text. Pinterest is not just recipes. Change it to my brand. Change the spacing. Gosh, the spacing is always atrocious on Canva for line spacing. Okay, and then make it all caps. And see how we can start to rebuild that same ad, but using that's for sure not the right pink that's in Canva. Okay, I must have put down the wrong number. I don't know. But yeah, so you can see how we could rebuild this and start adding like a coffee mug. And I want to do photos. Let's go get a cute coffee mug. Coffee now, background remover. We could start putting some of these things in our graphic and make it exactly how we want it. And so, although that makes it not quick and easy with Pomelli and super fast, it's also but it's going to make more sense if we rebuild something like this. But like I said, some of these other ones I would use right away. I would use this one. It has my colors, it has my image, it has the font choices I use. I would totally use that one. And this one that I had talked about earlier, there are definitely some in here that are usable, and then some I would want to play with and make better. This one turned out good. I like this one. But the text is really bothering me with the spacing there. So I'm not sure that I would use that one, but this one I would use. So yeah, it's a little hit and miss as AI is traditionally, but I could see this being a really fun way to iterate a lot of graphics really quickly. As you can see, it's building us how many at a time? 4. So it's creating 4 at a time each campaign. And that's really nice. It gives you a nice good start. And then it also gives you the opportunity to add creative. So you could say, let's do another. These are all story size, but we could change to feed or square and then hit generate. Let's just do that, feed. And then let's do a square and just see what it gives us. But it's nice that we could iterate all of these things in one area. And if you give it enough context, I bet it would do a lot better. And if you gave it more of your brand imagery as well. Oh, yeah, I could bring in the image into Canva and work on it that way. But I was rebuilding because I didn't like a lot of the things. Oh, now see, it went totally off brand again when I did this. This does not feel on brand at all. The colors are, this dark image is like not anything I would create. It's very stock image, graphic, computer graphic thing. Not anything I would choose. This one's a little bit better. It's better. I don't like this image on this side, but the phone is okay. Other than I don't know what I am I am Amadilang Sixerix. Means so. But so for this one, I didn't bring it into Canva to adjust because I wanted to change all of these things and I didn't want this. So I would have to go in and erase all those things and then put in things. But you could do it that way as well, especially if you didn't want to mess around with the colors that I don't have written down right. But I was, in all fairness to the app, I was just working on that today. So I probably wrote down the wrong number. But I like that it says skeptical. Good. We'll show you why artists dismiss their best sales channel. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun, fun, fun. Do these seem on brand for my Pinterest branding, Pinterest course branding? No. These ones were much more on brand, the red and pink. But it doesn't know that about me. That was off brand technically, but I do things like that because I'm a creative and I can. So Jill says maybe there's a way to get Pomelli to use your images more with more instruction or using it more. Yeah, absolutely. I think if I had given it maybe a script or what I wanted it to say, what the ads to say, or what the course entails, and then also upload some more images, I think it could have been a lot more successful for sure with a little bit more better prompting and more imagery uploaded for it to choose from. Did you give it the same basic prompts? I'm not sure what you're asking, Jill. Yeah, like these just have let's create a campaign for my Pin It Like It's Hot course. So it doesn't know what I'm teaching. So I probably would have wanted to say a Pinterest organic marketing course for artists selling their art on print on demand products. And then it might do better with copy and theory and stuff that way. But we can see how it gets really off brand too, in that, this yellow is like a soft buttery yellow, which doesn't really make sense for my brand. The imagery doesn't kill me, but then I don't know what this says, Pindit, little things like that. I do like this one, build traffic, the last with the little image we created in here. It's very quick. The creating the images is quick. This is one, like if I was going to fix this one, I would take this into Canva and then just change out the POD Success Tools image on it, or upload right here, upload the image that makes sense for it. So yeah, this is a fun experiment. I really like this one. I think we're gonna call it quits for the night, and we can all go and play with Pomelli now and see how it works for our brand. You will need a website for it to read. That could even just be a Canva website if you want to whip up something real quick that you can link to. But it will need a link to go look at and get your branding from. So that was really fun. If you missed the beginning, go back and watch the beginning if you want to, and see how we started it all and how we got it set up for the branding. And I thank you guys so much for coming tonight. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Jilly Bean. Oh, that was the same question. Okay. Well, oh, yeah, I did give it the same prompt for those last financial ones. Yeah, for sure. And it was still pretty odd. Was that the one? No. Which one was it? I don't even know where they went. It's like they disappeared. Was it in here? Oh, these. Yeah, these were in the same campaign, so they should have the same prompt. And so I just added creative and told it. Oh, I didn't give it a prompt though. You're right. I see what you're saying. I did not give it a prompt here in the describe what you want. I thought it would just create more content that is like this content within the campaign itself. So that's interesting. That's true. It might be why it just got totally off track because I did not prompt it again in that space. Yes, time for food. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I've had a blast again. I love trying out these tools. I love chatting about print on demand endlessly. Um, I hope you have a great night. Akshay, if you're still on, have a great rest of your flight. Uh, Jill and Lorraine, thank you so much for joining me. And everyone else who's here that was too shy to say hi in the chat, that's okay. Love y'all. Mwah. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.